when the one and only Big Mike is not flying around the universe trying to get virtual women to get with him, he does a little something called try free demos. That's right, free demos, because free is always good. Here's one I just checked out called Uncle Jack Live. Here's a few highlights.
Oh dear. That sounds like the ventilator's a bit off. Shame. It sent a lovely whiff of
It's a really
joy.
trippy studio environment. I did wish I could interact with some of the objects on the disc more,
Stepping on the cable.
but it was pretty cool.
Oh. We're back again. Hello there. You must be the winner of the Uncle Jack Fan Club's Get to Know Jack contest. At least I hope you are. Well, the bobbies at the front door have been very sloppy indeed. As you know, I'm Uncle Jack, and I'm always happy to meet my fans, especially if they can help me. Over on your right, you'll see the news feeding machine. That's how you feed me the news stories I'm supposed to read. To your right. Your right. You'll see 3 news stories to choose from. Do try to give me a happy one, won't you? Sometimes the writers get a little mischievous. You can only feed me news after I finish reading the previous story. The machine will light up to tell you when to send me more. Isn't technology wonderful? You'll have to wait for me to finish the story I'm reading before you send me another one. You wouldn't want me to get muddled, would you? No, of course not. Just press the send button below the news story you want and whoosh, it will magically appear on my teleprompter. Oh, splendid. I'm sure you'll do a smashing job producing my show today. Just remember that we only wanted to see good news. Fortunately, all the news it writes about is good. Here we go. On in 5, 4, 3.
And now it's time for the Good News Hour with Uncle Jack. That's me, Jack Worthing. I'll give you all the good news you need to start your afternoon with a smile. Have you seen any dead bodies on the... Oh, dear. No, of course I haven't seen any dead bodies on the street.
What should I do
Yes,
here?
news story, please. Please bear with me while my producer tries to learn what's what.
Oh.
Well,
Did you
here we
cancel,
go with the
buddy?
next news story. Inspector Royston Luckenbill... Oh, come on, really? Reminds the public that the alleged murderer, known as Foggy Jack, does not exist. He's just a fairy tale, and we all know how horrible those are. There were definitely no victims found in the street in the morning with certain organs surgically removed. No. And, gosh, even if there were, what on earth were those people doing out after dark? Everybody except the constables should be at home listening to Uncle Jack's bedtime stories. My producer, who is catching on fast, has handed me another lovely news article. And now it's time for the Good News Hour with Uncle Jack. That's me, Jack Worthing.
It's a Roman Jack.
Now this story appears to be a bit of an improvement. Nigel Bracenose, president of the Wellington Wells Classic Society, has begun translating my Uncle Jack show transcripts into Latin as a hobby.
This guy seems to be in love with himself, don't you think?
For many years, Mrs. Valerie Fothergill and Mrs. Mia Fothergill believed that they had the same last name because they were cousins. Last Thursday, however, they discovered that it is because they're married to the same man. According to Constable John Constable, these days, with their happy faces on, a lot of men look quite similar. Well, that certainly was rather inventive, wasn't it, Mr. Fothergill? Mr. Fothergill has been arraigned before the municipal court on one count of bigamy. Well, I suppose that's 2 counts of monogamy.
What? Huh. Well, this is cool.
Well, I suppose the lights went out because my producer needs to get some more sleep. But I'm afraid we've come to the end of our time, yes. Thanks to our producer for the day, and I hope they're better at their regular job. Wouldn't be hard, would it? No, almost kidding.
Well, wasn't that exciting? I do wish you could be here, dear viewers. Well, it looks like somebody's having... What a relief.
Oh, joy ventilation.
Nice to hear that lovely joy gas.
Now this gas thing was a pretty trippy touch.
Huh.
Sent me off into some kind of hallucinogenic state where I fantasize about flying around the top of the city. A bunch of butterflies. I did try not turning on the gas. Unfortunately, I still couldn't kill the guy.
Why, joy, of course. Yes, I bet we'd all have an even better time if somebody would just flood the visitors gallery with joy, right? Any time now.
Somebody else did it?
Nice to hear that lovely joy gas.
And back to LSD land I go. Now this was interesting. A little archives section. I still couldn't figure it out, but it gives me more reason to purchase the full game.
Isn't that the decision we all made?
Oh, but you know the truth, don't you? There's not a thing I can tell you that you don't already know. Is there?
Have you had your joy, Ollie?
People in town are getting a tad bit skinny.
Do what you should be doing. And it's another fabulous day in Wellington Wells. The sun is up, and the weather is overcast and only slightly rainy, with occasional patches of lovely sunshine. Wait.
I'm gonna say I like this. I think I just might buy the game. Cocaine's a hell of a drug.